me the most. And look, if there weren't those clutches, I think this game would have ended like 13-2. So the only reason that it does look a little bit more contestable is just because of those clutches.
Early damage has been done towards Burmilov. But PR has got an A2 in support over at B, and that is currently where Aurora Youngblood wanted to go. Good first kill. Here comes all the util. They've got to try and get ahead of it, but they're going straight into the crosshairs of PR. And the A2's even here on the follow-up. It's so clean.
Not even a single kill going back their way on this B bomb site. PR's even just run through the smoke. MOUZ and NXT are in flow state.
And that's map point. On their map pick, it's just exactly what you'd anticipate. They're playing the level of Counter-Strike that we all know and love. This is a team that I honestly think every single individual is going to be going over to Tier 1 in some regard. Like, you know, what are they right now? They're a top 30 team yet? No, they're top 42,
top 40.
But they play way better than a top 40 team. Like, there's teams in the top 30, but I think they're better than them. And it's just the fact they haven't been, like, you know, we're not going to see a MOUZ NXT team on LAN because they're an academy team, and they're not going to get those sim opportunities because they're an academy team. And that's something that when I've spoken to the likes of like Volt, he's like, oh yeah, it's great being on Fnatic Academy when he was on there, but like you then limit your opportunities because you're not able to participate in the same events as the main team. And now as we go into the final round of this game, most likely it's just once again a bloodbath, this time not on B but over on A, being chopped down one by one. MOUZ NXT not missing a single beat, and that is a stylish finish to the game. PR jumps on the boxes and eliminates his opponents. MOUZ NXT 13-6 on map 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you how dominant that is, right? We had a tech pause at the start of that game that was about 5 minutes-ish, or maybe even a little bit more, right? And that was a 45-minute game. So that was ridiculously fast from MOUZ NXT. Very impressive with sort of what they provided. Aurora Youngblood, of course, look, it's still early stages for this academy team. With now the addition of Grix. Work to do, but that wasn't their map pick. It's Inferno, coming right up after this short break.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
What's a super stream game? It's an extension that provides a valuable and engaging game within the stream you are watching. Join an active community and test your knowledge in a live race against expert chasers by answering trivia, prediction, and recall questions tailored to the content you are watching.
Well, map 1 was as dominant as we anticipated. MOUZ NXT, even though they lost a few clutches, they still actually end out the game, what, 13-6? It was a extremely one-sided affair when you take away those clutches. And now we go into Inferno, the map pick of Aurora Youngblood, and they did play it to get it into the main Swiss. They beat Leon on it, but I think one of the reasons why they beat Leon was because Grix had a 2.34 HLTV rating. He went 30-8.
Yeah, that's going to be the danger here for Aurora Youngblood. But look, Inferno, obviously, I'm going to start talking about new changes because it has been like a few weeks since they've come in now. But with the incendiary changes to the CT side, that T side will be a lot more contestable on Banana, especially. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to see Aurora Youngblood just kind of play like a more defaulty, more like T-sided approach to Inferno. It's just whether MOUZ NXT will even allow them to, because I feel like Inferno is a map just based purely off fundamentals, and we saw already on Vertigo, those fundamentals were locked in from MOUZ NXT.
I will say that this is probably the one map that MOUZ NXT have bled, and it's not a play on words that they have lost a bleed twice on this map, but this is the one map where they have shown some difficulties, and as the game gets live, we will be jumping into it. And for MOUZ NXT, as I said, like, they're pretty consistent, but this is the one map where I think they've had a 5-map loss streak until a few days ago against Sangal, and sure, the losses have been to bait and bleed for 4 of them. When you look at those teams, of all people to lose against, I think that's fine, right?
Yeah, it definitely is. Grizzly's already found the first shot, and look at this, immediately, down Banana, they've dealt with Grix, but I really like this from Aurora Youngblood. But because Kristen hasn't seen anything, out A, MOUZ NXT know it's going to be this B-Rap.
Yeah, this is such a weird round. You have 4 players from MOUZ NXT at top Banana, but Aurora Youngblood have the bomb site, and the bomb's gonna get planted. This is such a weird one. But Sira has the kit, and it's actually gonna be a 5-player retake from top Banana. 1 in CT, 1 triple, 1 coffin. Flashbang soars in. Blue-white, though, dodges it. Blue-white gets a triple kill. He deteriorates every single defender, attempting to go for that retake. The kid is still alive, but I think this round's over. Blue-white, he's done everything. He won't get the final 2 frags, but he is the MVP for me in this pistol round.
Why did no one look CT?
Because the flashbang, it's kind of like, look, that's like the one position where we peek with that flashbang to fight the bomb site, and there is Nightju who's peeked it. And to be fair, so is Krisen. Like, Burmilov and Nightju, they go 1 CT, 1 triple, and just everybody dies to blue-white.
That's insane. That's more of the blue-white that we have sort of come to expect, I think, over sort of the various iterations of Aurora Youngbloods and just kind of watching them, so a good showing. I still feel like you call that a clutch. There's just one guy just owning. USP's gonna be set up with a flashbang, and now it will go around the corner. Vilby holds left click and he finds 3 kills. Crisis averted.
It's one of the rounds that you're not really anticipating to go in favor, as in like not the round, but like those sprays. You're like, oh, Vilby's got 3. Okay, fully blinded. That's perfect. But good start for Aurora Youngbloods. Keeping 3 players alive here and keeping 3 rifles alive is kind of the main aim of the game, and then they can go on to that first gun round still looking fully fleshed out rather.
This is kind of how T-Side started on Vertigo, right? It was the pistol round being converted, then it was the full eco from MOUZ NXT, where Aurora Youngblood were able to convert that one, and then as soon as the guns came out with all the utility, that's where it all started to fall apart. So
it was actually MOUZ NXT that won the first pistol round.
No, but in the second half, on T-Side for Aurora.
Yeah. Exactly.
So now we get to see this. This is where we're going to start to look at MOUZ NXT. What's the priority going to be when it comes to this banana control? How are they going to take middle? A lot of questions, and we'll get our answer right about now.
Let's get it, dude.
Oh, Bermilov glass cannon's interesting as well.
That is very interesting to have this early out. Not always something you see, but in the meantime, it's a really good start from Sarah, who has the saved Galil from the previous round. Only good for 1. Gets forced into the fight because of those very aggressive Molotovs, and Vilby, lucky to be alive. That 4 versus 4 is so much better, even though you're a player on 6 HP, it just adds so much more weight to this attack.
Yeah, Kristen's also rotated over at B, so he's going to help PR take banana, and then he'll be able to rotate back. So this all hinges on how this short setup does. So Bermilov taking the contact, Nature's holding the balcony. And Bermilov now has to flick onto Boiler. Ooh. And he won't even get the follow-up. The A2 up high, though, they don't really deal with him, but it's only 1 kill. This is absolutely fine for Aurora Youngblood.
Prison now in the crosshairs. On default, they might not anticipate someone this close, and they won't, but Vilby! That's what I mean, 6 HP, sure he's barely alive, but on the new lease of life, he actually gets a double in the round, including that first frag, so really nice from Aurora Youngblood, and I'm not gonna lie, it's just Bermilov missing that up shot. If he'd hit that, he had a really good opportunity to catch off an individual with the Molo in his hand, and that would have probably set up Nightju so much better. But PR, round's not over. He has a kit, and scrambling with his weapons. This is taking a lot of time off the clock. Smoke to give him access to that bomb site. He can actually just stick the bomb, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where it's planted for. Oh no, never mind. It's planted for Blixie, and yep, easiest 1 versus 1 of his life. PR just scrambles with those guns on short, and Blixie won't survive, so everybody does fall, but the round, and the first gun round is there for Aurora Youngblood.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, it's just so valuable having that extra body. Such a shame that short setup only gets 1 kill. You feel like Kristen's done enough of his position. He's the guy that's also rotated over at B to help PR take banana. They had all the info. They even set that crossfire up in terms of advanced warning, guys. They're probably going to walk into you any second now. It still wasn't enough. Defense looking a little bit shaky, especially in this round with no money. 0 on the rifle. Oh! And Kristen's just been removed. That was easy.
Oh, yes, this is a pretty good start. And as I said, like, look, last time I played Inferno, it was the Grixie show. He literally did, like, 30 and 8. Like, that is an insane scoreline to be having. And sure, the rest of his team actually had a pretty fine game. But you go into this map and you're like, okay, does it just have to be that Grixie show? Or the Grix show, rather. But right now, it's just looking like a pretty good, just even stake. Like, Lixie winning the 1 versus 1. Vilby getting a double. This is a flawless start. And it's also the fact they've already taken that first gun round. Bermilov, though, will he be getting the AWP out? Yeah, he will. The investment of the Deagle is just not a fan of the Orpas buying like a Deagle in this round. Like, just fully save. That's $700 he could have used. I don't think he's going to get a full utility now. Yeah, he only has a single flashbang. If he hadn't bought the Deagle, he would have got a Molotov and then another flashbang, or like smoke and nades. So he's going to get the AWP out. As I said, he can only buy one flashbang, might get dropped some utility, but it's just like, come on, man. Do you really need that Deagle?
I've been seeing players pick up PT50s a lot more.
Just eco. Like, it's something I say to my AWPer a lot. Like, you buy a Deagle, I'm just like, sell that. Why have you got that? He's like, oh, I want to get a kill. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not going to get a kill. Shut up. Sorry, that's my run. It's a little thing for me. Sorry.
Wow. Sierra burns about half his HP bar off by standing in the flames. Flashbang's great. Shagio on the angle. They're not ready for him. He anticipates another player in towards sandbags. He's holding the exit, but it's Kristen that comes around the corner instead. Alleviates that pressure, but now all eyes on A.
Yeah, Shaijo just doesn't anticipate there to be 3 players, so when he gets that first kill, he maybe thinks he could try and isolate a second, but it's actually 2 more swinging onto him. And now, it's just a full frontal rotation. Everybody's coming over, and it's going to be a wrap around long. Burmilov, once again, misses a key AWP shot. He's being hunted down. He does well to get one, but imagine if he hadn't missed that first shot. He would have been in such a better position to actually get a multi. Prison, though, stems the bleeding. Syrah not committing with this rotation as the players are slowed down in shortened apartments. Even though there's still the contact, he's not rotating over, and the bomb site's open. Grix is going to get the bomb planted, and it's a 2 versus 2.
Look at Prison, though.
Big
Prison
Mollo.
just walked through, and the molly's great. Yeah, you're right. It's going to disrupt them a lot, and Sierra through the smoke has dealt with Blixie. Now you got the AWP trapped and confined on the site, but Grix doesn't care. The flashbang is a really good follow-up. MOUZ and NXT will put themselves on the board.
Really nice Molotov because it's the back site Molotov, so it completely flushes Grix out, and it puts him in a very uncomfortable position. The scary thing is, he's actually able to get a second shot away, so that 1 versus 2 was genuinely plausible, and it's just really unlucky that Blixie gets killed for a smoke.
Huge round from Sierra. That's what they needed. An early rebuttal on that CT side. It's just whether they can now get that into a little bit more of a consistent flow. Grix up high. Oh, plucks Sierra out the sky. Bobulov completely alone on A right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit worrying. We've seen a gamble stack towards the B-bomb sites after Syrah died, and I would just go along the line and say if this is a committal from Aurora, it's round over. Burmilov's been looking a little bit inconsistent at the very, very beginning of this map. But the bomb, what is going on? Okay, is this going to be a fake? A fake on A with 3, and then the execute on B? If I'm MOUZ, I'm staying B here. Like, you gotta really have the confidence to... Like, there's also the point of just, there's no point rotating over at 30 seconds. That's a massive nade as well from PR. He puts Ciego and Vilby down, but it's actually going to go to A, yeah, and you can see that even though Burmilov's getting the contact, the B rotations are very lumbered. They're not really wanting to go over because just kind of what's the point? I think this is round over, and for Burmilov, it's, yeah, a few pot shots now as he's been smoked off. He's going to go save. They're going to go try keep 4 players alive.
Yeah, interesting round. I actually felt like that nade that was onto Shagio and Banana actually completely turns the bomb around and puts him back on A. Small thing, but I wonder if that grenade didn't come in, how invested would Aurora Youngblood have been? because they wouldn't have seen any resistance off the back of them putting nades down on B. Doesn't matter. They get the round anyway. MOUZ NXT. We asked for succession. We didn't get it. At least there's 4 players staying alive, potentially. Okay, yeah. There will be.
Good damage as well. I feel like no side has got an economy that's been built up, so MOUZ NXT, there's definitely silver linings. Like, you know, I'm really pulling on something here to say this is a silver lining round where, sure, you've lost it, but you've kept 4 alive, and you've just implemented a little bit more damage. So if Aurora Youngblood do lose this round, and they've got no money in the back pocket, and also no loss bonus, it's going to be 1,400 for them. So MOUZ NXT, they're in a position where, sure, they've lost these early few rounds, they do trail by 4, there's a very clear pathway for them to get back into this one.
That's a great start. Grixie's been finding a number of opening kills, falls at the hands of Bermilov. He's even ahead of all this util. Another shot fired off. Shajiro will now be the player that actually has this sniper. But meanwhile, over at A, never mind. Chris has found blue-white.
That is a necessity of a kill. There's only 2 players here on A. If Crescent dies, that's round over, right? You've got the Frenchman's gonna get overwhelmed in pit, and I would have liked to see more rotation from the B site. Like, you've got the kill, you kind of cleared it out, and you've still kept 3 players there. And now, well, the rotations are coming through, but are they gonna be here in time? Diego, oh, doubles down, left, right, good night. It's a 2 versus 2 with the rotations a little bit lumbered. Aurora Youngblood have the opportunity to get the bomb down and set themselves up in post plants.
You still got Bermilov on the AWP though. However, this angle is great. Just elevated, tucked on the corner. Bermilov, it would have to be an impressive flick, and it is, but it's not the kill conversion. He wants even more, and he'll find it. Vilby, low HP, trapped and confined in the site, and that's already been communicated over. What a round from Bermilov.
A really good start now into this game for Bermilov. He was missing a few AWP shots at the very beginning. I think he was 2 and 5, now he's 7 and 5, and he basically 1v2s there at the end. Sure, only 2 players stay alive for MOUZ NXT, so on the face of it, you're like, oh, not great for the economy, but because they saved 4 players in the last, there wasn't that much of an investment here, and with the bomb going down, Aurora Youngblood, with their 1,400 loss bonus, they'll get 2 grand going into this next round, which will mean that I think 2 players can fully purchase, but the rest around them are going to be on Tech 9, so a must-needed round for MOUZ NXT, and it's all because of Bermilov.
It's so huge. Opens
Oh, they got a
show
Felico.
and closes. Wow, okay.
They don't have money for the next well, I guess they do, but it's going to be low utility and no AWP out for Grix.
This one should just be a tap-in. Blue-white trying to get another kill, but going to be denied. It's so important these are kept clean for MOUZ NXT. Any damage feels like good damage for Aurora Youngblood. Bomb plant would be unbelievable, but I can't see that happening, especially with Sierra's position.
Ooh, that nade could have been big, and not a fan of Sierra just wide swinging there. ER, though, mitigates any other danger. And this is round over. Just maybe gets 1 kill with the Deagle through the smoke, through low, from the range, or nah. Yes, easy as. MOUZ NXT, a good start back into making this a contestable affair in the first half. Rifles will be here for Aurora Youngblood. I was a little bit surprised they chose to eco, but I guess the bomb down, ironically enough, is actually the reason why they ecoed, because the extra $200 means that going to this round when they only have 1,900 loss bonus, they actually can purchase up. It's going to be a few Galils, but there is a lot of utility, and it's actually a lot better buy than I would have anticipated, and MOUZ NXT need to be careful they do ask this as well.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Smolly from Birmingham. It's not a good start. But the nades are massive. Look at Sira go. He's already just down banana. Birmingham on the angle. Spots the arm. Flashbang's great. And he just adjusts onto Blixie. Huge flick of the wrist from Birmingham. But that is a great trade out of Grix.
I mean, he's just been offered that up on a silver platter, so a great flick from Birmingham, but also just a bit of overextension, especially when the rotations aren't quite there yet. MOUZ NXT have been playing 3 players towards the B bomb site, so Birmingham is a little bit isolated at the beginning, and now you can see, because the brackets control being capitulated for MOUZ NXT, Aurora Youngblood, they're going to be able to pick off PR, and in this 3 versus 3, they have the passageway to go towards the B bomb site where Sira is now stuck on an island, isolated.
Yeah, the reason why they can do this is because PR's the B player. So they know they've just killed the rotate. You would anticipate one player to be here in Sira. Oh, or maybe you don't. He finds blue-white, he drops a smoke and a molly forward and... wow. They just give him these fights. Bomb can't even get planted. That's a really clever round from MOUZ NXT. I like the idea from Aurora Youngblood, but they're not anticipating Sira to be so close.
That's a great round from Sira. Because I don't entirely think that this round would have been winnable without him. And yeah, Bumilov here, 5 versus 3. Why do you need to aggress even further in brackets when the rotations aren't there yet? But again, Sira, massive round from him. And we're ending the half out strong for MOUZ NXT. Aurora, they're going to be back on an eco. Loss bonus was quite low, so they don't really have like this full max loss bonus that they can fall back on and buy tech 9s and armors. So it is just going to be like a pretty much full Glock round. Orb should come out in the next though. I think Blue Right can drop it over. That's the one still aligning now.
Here's a silver lining, but at the same time, if this half ends 7-5, that'd be a horrible result. That is nearly a collateral. Birmingham will get overrun, but the spam from Nachu is sublime, and Krizen's here on the follow-up. Grix, walking wounded, 10 HP. Bomb completely isolated. This one is done. And MOUZ NXT are now in a position of strength as they're about to equalise the scoreline. Any minute now.
Yes, gonna say it. They will be. Jokes just getting freaky with it. Also, I do want to say Birmingham, great. He was 2-5. He's now 10-7. So, I mentioned it a few rounds ago, but he did just have that start where he was missing a few shots, and I think he's been a very important factor for doing big damage, even though if the round is lost. But then also, just a lot of times being a big part and a big reason why the round is won. So the fact that they've been able to consistently get him that AWP, and I think he's going to have it for the rest of the half kind of regardless, it's been a massive difference maker. But it is rounds like this where I'm like, man, you are up against a Glock. You probably don't need to be going for those aggressive fights. And I think he does have that confidence that he knows he's better than Aurora Youngblood, but you got to still be able to rein it in here and there, right?
I will forgive him a lot more for that. I agree with what you're saying, but if it was solo, but he wasn't. There was like 3 players with him.
But that's kind of the mentality that has you lose those rounds, in my opinion. When it's like, sure, but you can get overrun. Like if he just played the angles where he could go back and back and back, then they would have had so much better of a opportunity. But at the same time, that smoke meant him bursting it meant he fights with his teammates more. But speaking about AWP kills, Naichu spams a smoke, Grix just nails him. Burmilov though, aggressive on a different extremity. That's 1-for-1 trades from the AWPs in both very assertive manners.
Good Sira. Never mind. We gotta look at A, because Grix has just dealt with Burmilov. And that means that Chrisen is completely on his own. Flashbang is great. And he's actually dodged all of these players. How has he dodged all of them for so long? Blue-white. Wide swings. And now for Aurora Youngblood, they can get the bomb over. It's a 2-on-4. There is enough money. No, there isn't. You got to save, actually, if you're MOUZ and NXT. So this is now going to be the 6th. This is the streak being broken, and Aurora Youngblood are back.
Because of Grix. As I mentioned in the pre-show, the last time we played this map, he went 30-8, which is By the way, he went 30-8 in a 13-7 game.
Yeah, not bad, is it?
What? He had a 2.34 HLTV rating. This is one of his first games, by the way. Like, he still only has, like, a couple... I was taking a look at some of his games. He's never had, like, a series where he's just done bad. But this is actually one of the first series that... Say if they do lose this 2-0, this was actually one of the first games and the first series that he's actually had, like, a bad time. Maybe against Favbet, but he had his debut on LAN. It was a Belarusian LAN, and look, he wasn't insane, but his first map he went 30-14 in overtime, and so like he's shown he can do it on LAN. He's come online, he's done it pretty well against these like, I want to say, good tier 3 teams, right? And now he's up against MOUZ and NXT, and he's still getting very assertive there with ADP on the T side of Inferno, which is not a hard. It's just that's not an easy thing to do. Like, on the T side of Inferno, versus a team like MOUZ NXT, he's getting those openers and also being a big part of why they won round 11. That's very impressive. And he's an AWPer where they've already produced Easy. Why don't we produce Grix as well?
I don't know why, just Grix rings a bell. Like, I need to do some digging. I definitely do remember this guy.
Do you think we cast him in like ESCA back in the day? Let me go on his ESCA profile. He's quite young, but yeah, like, it's a familiar name. However, in the meantime, you've got, again, 3 players towards the B bombs, like for MOUZ and NXT. But we've seen this before where they've got 3 on B, 2 on A, and the A players get aggressive. It's Chrisen trying to fake out deep utility, and he's just caught off guard by a fast second mid play from blue-white. This is a very assertive opener, and giving a lot of space to the T side. Bermudor's been left on B, so there are 3 players now rotating towards A. But this is looking like a really good round once again for Aurora.
Yeah, the good thing about this is they can just disengage and go B. The thing is, Bermulov will need to take 1 shot and then fall back. Here's that first shot. And now he needs to fall back. Perfect. He hasn't got a smoke. So it's just flashbangs. I really like this angle from Bermulov because now he can take another shot. He's seen the AWP barrel. And now he can fall back into the site. He's doing everything perfectly. The flashbang forward. The rotates need to arrive. Bermulov. He's now fight to his death. Pushed in the open. Bermulov keeps going. Will be dealt with eventually. But Sierra through the smoke will at least trade Flixie. And now Grix. It's not an AWP, it's an AK, and it's a 1-on-3. Can't get past Sierra. MOUZ NXT stabilize in this first half.
Okay, that's a really nice ending to the half, considering that you lose the opener. Bermulov gets left on the B bomb site, and I like the play. I like how they gamble stack the riflers, and Bermulov is exactly what's needed of him. Getting 1 kill, falling back, getting another, falling back. It's just really perfect from the AWPer. And then on top of that, it's great rotations from Sierra, right? Ending it off. So to add some more context, Grix used to play for Namiga Academy. And he's actually got quite a new birth into the competitive scene, playing a few seasons with an Amiga, playing an ESCA main, and then I guess now going to Aurora Youngblood, where I'm pretty sure they play an advanced... Actually, yeah, they are an advanced. They're in advanced playoffs, aren't they? So since season 41, he's really had this like upward trajectory in the last 8 seasons from open to advanced playoffs.
Timing on that is outrageous, but Blue-White will take it all day long. Great opener on that pistol. That will probably force MOUZ NXT more into the B play. There's only 1 defender here. Flixie the only one.
That's also back-to-back opening kills for Blue White on Chrism. Just a nice little tidbit for you on 2 different halves, 2 different sides. And this is a great play on the B bomb side. Is it Blixie, right? Just drops the smoke and forces now MOUZ back towards A with a minute left on the clock. There's 4 players here. Tiago has a flash that he's going to be throwing in top mid, but they don't even need it because they did the contact, and it's decimation. The taps come through. This is going to be looking like 2 pistol rounds for Aurora on Inferno.
Alright, baby love. What you got cooking? 1 on 5 in 30 seconds feels tricky. But, oh, maybe he can grab some kills. It's looking tough. He has found Vilby on that fadeaway shot. And now with 20 seconds, yeah, that was always going to be the expected outcome. Aurora Youngblood, they will claim that pistol. Now, do MOUZ and NXT force? Probably not, because they can get the bomb down, right?
I'd be quite shocked if they do forced. I also hope they don't. It's a very close game. This is looking really good for Aurora. Being very contestable on this second map, and what I like is that it's quite a big team effort. We got Blue White gains openers, Vilby's playing well, Grix is playing well, and in that pistol round, just not one person getting a big multi, it's just big consistency across the board. Look at this from Grix. He's deep in second mid, deep in enemy lines. He's also a very well-placed microphone where, oh, he's gonna get cleared.
He got hurt. He made noise in second mid.
I was gonna say, Chrism, there's no way that he'd be looking behind if he didn't have the information. So, sure, that's an opening kill for MOUZ, but that does just mean it's an MP9 surrounded by Glock. So it's not the biggest of... I don't think it's the biggest of opening kills, but it might lead to 1 or 2 more kills. And look, Blue White and Vilby are playing very aggressive in top brackets. There's a well they get caught off guard and the bomb can get planted.
Doesn't look like it now, especially with the retreat.
Yeah.
Good disengage. Yeah, perfect.
Just well
absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's an eco, so that's what you'd anticipate. We were just kind of playing with it because they got that opening kill.
Clean and easy. Actually, he's on gun 5. But decent from Aurora Youngblood. Here is the MOUZ NXT investment we promised. I'm glad to see Aurora Youngblood doing well though. Because I was worried this could be just a really quick dismissal. But the fact that they're showing really good signs against MOUZ NXT fills me with hope for this team. And I'm excited to see them in this CCT and the future ones. Look at that. Perfect. Just aggressive. You've also got Grix that pushed mid in the meantime. There's a whole lot of space. And they're not scared. They just want to fight MOUZ NXT.
Very assertive opener. Great damage. This is just looking like a really good first gun round from Aurora. The academy team's battling it out. They've even got the right read. 3 towards B now in the late round. They've been able to do this because Grix has full control of brackets. They've got all this information that it is probably going to be towards the B-bomb site. Smoke. Once this fades, the execute will come in. Chrism making noise. Full execute. Blixie not affected by the Molotovs. Flashbang comes in to support him. It's a lovely supportive flashbang from Blue White, and it allows Blixie and Tiago to farm up Aurora Youngblood. They're surging in the lead right now.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Just all the counter utility thrown in by Blue White, and then you've got Blixie that is playing this close angle to the point where he can just dodge all the util thrown down by MOUZ NXT. It's just so simple, but it looks so good when it goes right. I think we're looking at Dust 2 here. pretty
Yeah,
sure that's
and
where
I
this is
did.
going.
Yeah, I did mention at the very beginning, I was like, look, I was like, look, okay, MOUZ should be winning this regardless of what map it is, but Inferno is the one map that I go, if there is a map for Aurora to win, it is Inferno. I was also mentioning I was a little bit scared that is it just the Grix show? No, it isn't. Lixie, who's had a pretty slow game, perfect triple because of blue-white. So, this is looking really nice. And MOUZ, it's not down and over just yet. They've got this Tech 9 buy, they're going to be popping onto the B-bomb side, but once again, it's a great flashbang play, and it's just completely blinding everybody. There will be the trade, however, it's a 4 versus 2. Blixie just has to get one more, but okay, doesn't get that one more. There's 2 guns that can be retrieved, and the smokes are still down. Rifles can also be picked up for MOUZ NXT. So we've got a 2 versus 3 post-plant, where the bomb has been just planted. There is a kit for Vilby and blue-white. There's also a lot of utility on Vilby, so he can funnel his teammates in with that util. But he's AK, now with Sira in a 1 versus 3, he's got 2. Vilby, stuck behind the smoke in CT. He's gonna come through. Smoke on the bomb. He's defusing, but it's Sira. It's his time for the clutch. Something Aurora were doing so brutally on Vertigo. Now, finally, MOUZ, on a low buy, get their first round on the T side.
Huge, and I think it was a team flash as well that actually set Sira up for these kills. That's crazy. I really like the idea of just the stick from Vilby though. Because if you're Sira, you're going to anticipate probably that he's going to try and fight you. But that's a Tech 9 round that now has damning consequences. Because suddenly, if you lose this round of Aurora Youngblood, you're going to have nothing, and MOUZ NXT are going to be 9 rounds each. Good nades.
Yeah, Sira, the champion of that previous round, is just going to have a little bit of extra damage, but
Ouch.
it's a great rebuttal. Great nades from both sides, actually. There's an early default from MOUZ NXT towards the B-bomb site. No flashbang. I'm confused why. Is there just no flashbang? Yeah, there is a flashbang.
They're all great.
Yeah, Grix could throw a flash and... What? How does Blixie get through there? How? That's insane. This realistically should be a 5 versus 3 or a 4 versus 3 at worst. But because of Blixie, it's a 3 versus 3. But Aurora, with 4 players starting towards B, MOUZ, they actually have the read. They get 2 kills top banana and still are going towards A, where Vilby's playing a heavy retake in library. If the bomb goes down without him getting a frag, it's just going to be a save, I think.
Tell you what's wild about this is the fact that Blixie actually finding 2 kills completely nullifies the setup that Aurora Youngblood had on B. Because it forces MOUZ NXT away. It looks like they're going to get this to go. They have got util, there's a smoke and their kit's available. Crossfire on site needs to do everything for MOUZ NXT.
A
And it does.
necessity of an opening kill, yeah. Crossfire, it's exquisite. What more do you really want? Grix? Oh, what's PR? Okay, PR. They're all gonna survive. Oh, never mind. Netu actually dies in pit, but
So
that
he was...
1v3 changed everything, man, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think PR was worried about Sira dying to the bombs, who was trying... Because they're so heavily invested down deep banana, Aurora Youngblood. So they're just trying to hit the timing. In actual fact, there were 2 players there the entire time, but it's still the same philosophy, and it's still the same process. Grix flashed off. Blixie trying his best to be in the smoke. He can't see anything. But he's going to be a mystery. I'm
He's got a
surprised.
double before. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the timing.
Ooh, he's still gonna get the kill. Oh, what? How is he gonna double? No way he gets a 3rd here. Oh, that was Very scary, and this round should never have legs to it. This round should never have a possibility for success. You've got USPs, you had one player buying up around this saved orb, and now speaking of that saved orb, Brandon, guess where he is? He's over towards B. He's gonna hear the noise. I think he heard the boost. They're gonna be evading him.
I think they saw him.
I really doubt it.
Bermilov jumped. It looked like he jiggled. Okay, maybe they didn't.
I really doubt they saw him, I'll be honest. But they're still making the right... Actually, what cool is this? Are they rapidly... Okay, now they've seen him. Now they've definitely seen him. And that, from Netu, is one of the boldest things I've ever seen. The fact that the orb is on B, and he's got the bomb, and he's alone, and he jewels the orb. Massive frag, but that is bold. PR, sure he dies, but he gets all the information and allows him just to get the bomb down. But Bermilov needs to be careful of a fast rotation from Vilby. It's just insane how this is still actually a man advantage for Aurora. But they're not going to clear Netu. Diego does have an AK, but okay, the Frenchman's just got an insane quad kill.
Yeah, he's just played that so well. I mean, sure that the commitment on Grix was a little bit scary, but overall, a really solid round coming out of Netu. And just like that, we're speaking about the 0-1v3. What's the implications for it? Well, we're now even. And where I thought this was maybe just going straight to Dust 2, potentially could be over in 2.
Not really what we expected when we saw the first gun round, and we kind of saw the beginning in this second half. But these rounds have been getting close. Like, it's just... yeah, like, they have been getting close. It's 9-9. So, MOUZ NXT, they have got 3 rounds in a row, but it hasn't been the cleanest of affairs. Grix, though, no AWP in this. Just going to be on that AK. It's being dropped over to him, and it's a great opening kill. Netu, that's 5 kills in 2 rounds so far, and he's searching for more, Brandon.
Oh, they're ahead of the util. Prison doubles down and gets rid of this defense on A. That's round over. See you later, Aurora Youngblood, because Prison has torn your heads completely off their shoulders.
Well, MOUZ NXT, they're top 30 in Europe for a reason. And that's exactly why. A great exhibition of pure and utter class, and they're going for these frags. They don't want anybody to be saving rifles. Blixie will get baited in. But look, everybody's handing them down. Bermilov, I'm not a huge fan of him searching with the AWP here. But both players for Aurora Youngblood are 1 HP. And Bermilov, oh, no, oh, Brandon, squeaky bum time.
Yeah, we don't need to give Aurora Youngblood an AWP here, Bermilov.
Yeah, come on. Also, does he realise they've got less than 30 HP combined? Sadly, no. He probably would have got the... I think he has an upgraded pistol, so he would have actually got the kill. He just pistoled.
It's all unconfirmed. It doesn't matter. He gets out with the AWP. That's the most important thing. MOUZ NXT get up to 10 rounds. This opening was huge, but it's this follow-up from Crisant ahead of the flashbang. And Aurora Youngblood didn't know what hit him. It's that change of pace, but MOUZ NXT have been really slow, actually, in a lot of these rounds. So it's that change of pace completely catches Aurora Youngblood off guard, and it's when they invest again.
You've hit the nail on the head there. It's just complete change of pace. And now, speaking of a change of pace, they go back to what they've been doing normally, and that's getting aggressive up towards Banana. And it's Crisant with the MAC-10 that gets the opening frag. They have the money to invest into AK. Like, they don't need to buy SMGs, but they do. And it pays dividends. Issue is, Grix down middle, you can see that Netu was aware, and even though the Frenchman's been excellent in his last few rounds, he's gonna fall, and Grix gives his team back the advantage from a very individual play. Surely PR trades him, surely PR does! How has he been allowed to get away with that? Sierra finally through the smoke, puts an end to that madness, but it's a player advantage for Aurora.
And where you got the smoke down, MOUZ NXT will go into B, which means you're going into a 2-on-2 fight.
I like this call. Vilby, all by himself on A, but it's fine. This is a great setup. Shigeo takes the contact, then a flashbang, and it's amazing. Yep, takes contact, flashbang comes through, Sierra's completely blind, and he's forced to retreat. 40 seconds. We've seen him get 1v3s before. but it's in a post-plant situation when the advantage is almost tipped in his favor. Now he has to fight from nothing pretty much. And look at the advancement that Vilby's made in apartments. He's got full information if Zero does come back towards A. He is then allowing Blue White and Shaigio to stay on B with not a care in the world.
I'm gonna deviate and side tangent for a moment because on that wall, that poster, I always think that's a weird hand.
Wait, which one?
Don't worry. Or dealt with, at least.
Wait, what?
That one. There's the fingers on the left.
Sorry, I'm more laughing at the fact that Zero, after time, goes, now I'm gonna swing. And that's actually a big kill, because they don't
Yeah,
have the AWP.
no AWP for Grix.
That's kind of stupid, but also really impressive.
Right, this orange sign here, we'll see it maybe in one of the replays.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking out for it. Worst comes to worst, I'll hop in an offline server. Is it the one that's on the yellow wall?
Yeah.
Like, by car? Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for it.
Wait, ding, and yet, Nachu finds 2 kills through the smoke like it's nothing. That was really close. But Vilby hits the guaranteed trade. But that is ridiculous from the HU. And now MOUZ NXT is just going to send it A.
Yeah, what a spray. I was so impressed with the second frag.
There it is, on
because
the
of
right.
how... Oh yeah, that's very creepy. Yeah, actually I do know what you mean. That is a bit weird. Why are they like circular? Oh,
Or it's like,
anyway.
a weird toe. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh. But that's what a Brandon. Oh no. Oh, we got the dogs out. But I guess MOUZ NXT have unleashed their dog of Naichu. He's been a machine on this T side. He had a really rough first half. Like, he was really struggling. He had 5 kills and he was like 5 and 10 or something around that, right? And then now he's in a position where he's 13 and 15. Sure, he's still negative, but he's been getting some massive impact frags. And there, he gets dinked, but by the way, I have no idea how he's been dinked, because I'm pretty sure he was behind a wall. Gets the first, and then holds the spray. But that's what I'm so impressed with, that it's quite a long spray at a long range, and also a long spray and how long he's held it for, and he still connects the headshot. He takes the space, and unfortunately Vilby is just there. I don't blame him for not realizing that there'd be a second player there. But MOUZ NXT, that's a massive gun round to be winning. 11-10, but this is also a massive save for Aurora Youngblood, because it will allow them to purge in the next, and it does just mean that they can still try close off in regulation. Really, for Aurora Youngblood, you want to be trying to keep as many players alive, and that's why they're going to be throwing that Molotov.
Yeah, this investment doesn't really get any easier, though. Because of those 3 rifles, you still got to go all in here. If MOUZ NXT win this, I think they might have won the game. If they convert round 22. Because there'll be like max 3k per player in the next round because of the loss bonus. Such an important round for Aurora Youngblood to win, and it's acceleration, the mollies, the flashes. Blitzy can't see a thing, and it's yet again that Mac 10 of Crizzen finding 2 huge opening kills.
Will he go for a third? Ooh, not
I mean, he'll
quite,
go
but
for
it's
it.
Good damage. Yeah, he goes for it, but he doesn't claim it. Either way, though, I think that is a big entry. And look, Brandon, he's been able to do that a good few times now, where they've had money for the AK, and he buys a Mac 10. And now, look, this hunt has been initiated a lot quicker. PR gets a great timing, and Grix, who was put low previously by that Mac 10, now gets finished off. This save, if it isn't allowed to be held, is massive, because they're going to go into this final round, Aurora, with no money. So I really like this from PR, but unfortunately does get cut off. I think getting at least one does, you know, like 2 can't drop 3, but 3 can drop 2. So at least getting 1 there, in my opinion, is massive.
Yeah, they might suffer further casualties here as well, because look at Crizzen. He's going blow for blow with Vilby right now, but Vilby's just able to survive. Nature's now in library. Oh, this is chaotic, but they will save onto the rifles. This still is horrible to find yourself in for Aurora Youngblood, because even if you win this next round, you're going to be going up against an investment again. It doesn't get any easier. And MOUZ NXT, they're on the cusp of closing this series 2-0.
Twelve to 10. 2 opportunities to close this one out.
Blood's aggression.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Aurora Youngblood, they've been throwing this smoke a lot, and I think the difference is they've never used it without really having actual... they've always used it, Brandon, and done something with it. They've thrown it and made a play around it, so that's why you can see there's a read from MOUZ NXT to go for that fight. But even though the opening kill is against Aurora Youngblood, Grix evens it up and also does a lot of damage.
Good timing here on this apps push. See the B players just throwing a flashbang, just try and contain them. Crizzen on the Mac 10. He's got to keep his gun out, not ready, and still adjusts onto Vilby. That's a joke. That is a sick joke from Crizzen.
However, Brandon, the sick joke is that Grix is still in apartments. Oh, it's like ships in the night. They've waded past each other. This is going to be so weird. Grix doesn't hold his trigger discipline. Gets the frag deep in second mid, but that's going to allow MOUZ NXT to take the space towards A. And this is really nice. I was going to say that Grix is in second mid and can make sure his teammates stay on B, and that's where MOUZ NXT were looking to go. But the issue is they come back towards A, and because he doesn't hold his trigger discipline, they are able to then take that space. So this is going to be a really lumbered retake. There is a kit on Shigeo, however, he's coming really late from library. He's also completely by himself, as everybody has died around him. It's a 1 versus 3. Sure, he has the kit, but he's actually just been bonked by a Molotov, forced in front of them into the smoke. And he does get 1 kill onto Naichu, but it's Burmilov who finds 20 frags, finds 13, and finds the 2-0 for MOUZ NXT. They win out the Academy team, Derby, and go 1-0 in this main Swiss. They've had finals, they've had semi-finals berths in these last 2 CCT tournaments, and they're looking to replicate it here in Series 5.
Yeah, look, I was really impressed with MOUZ NXT because it's just the acceleration that they're putting forward on a number of these rounds. You mentioned it. The amount of times Crizzen's had a Mac 10, they were aware of Aurora Youngblood and they reacted to them in real time. It was really a statement from MOUZ NXT. All started, by the way, with that 1-on-3 from Sierra.
Yeah.
That really completely turned the tide of this game, made it a question of can they take it 2-0 rather than a formality of here we go to Dust 2. So really impressive from them. Aurora Youngblood, they've shown us what they can potentially do. I'm looking forward to seeing them progress further here in that Swiss stage. But for now, it's MOUZ NXT, as we sort of expected, taking the series 2-0.
Yeah, and so Brandon, I think as we are quite early, we can let's just put up the schedule quickly to show you guys what's happening today, because we have actually more academy teams. I'm kind of throwing Passion UA into this conversation as like quote-unquote academy teams. That's kind of how they've been built up. But next, for us, Brandon, we've got Sinners versus VP Prodigy. Sinners and VP Prodigy, both, I think they actually played, did they play each other in the playoffs of the last game, of the last tournament? I'm pretty sure, wait, sorry, let me... I just give me a second. They didn't play in the playoffs, but they played in the they played in the main Swiss, and Sinners 2-0'd. But Sinners have had some weird time where they went to LAN, they got knocked out in last place in Tipsport. They've been playing around with like having different substitutes. Sinners actually lost to Gun 5 in the quarterfinals, who ended up winning out the whole event. And VP Prodigy actually made it through to semifinals, where they then lost to Gun 5. But they really impressed me with their win over 3D Max, and they went from close qualifier to semifinals And in this tournament as well, if I'm not mistaken, they also came through from the closed qualifier. Yeah, they did. They beat 777. So this is a team that has gone from the closed qualifier and has made deep runs into the playoffs. I'm looking to see if they can do it again. And then we've got Passion UA versus Illumina and Zero Tenacity versus Cybershock for two duos. Another duo that won't be us. So Brandon, we have got a little bit of a break. Sinners versus VP Prodigy we starting the pre-show in exactly an hour, pretty much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a little break. You guys take a little break. Go get some food. Go get a snack. Go get some water. Hydrate yourself, and we'll see you back here on CCT in an hour for Sinners versus VP Prodigy.
You look into your inventory, and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skinplace. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom, instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skinplace.
What's a super stream game? It's an extension that provides a valuable and engaging game within the stream you are watching. Join an active community and test your knowledge in a live race against expert chasers by answering trivia, prediction, and recall questions tailored to the content you are watching.